This is Lunch in Arbor Marketing. It's 12 noon on Wednesday, August 12th. Thanks for coming. As you know, we always start at noon, we always end at 1. Sometimes we even end before 1, right? So you can have time to stop at 5 and dine before going back to your office. So, welcome. My name is Eric Marabon, and I guess I started this lunch a while ago, and it's growing and good things are happening. Just an update. Dee and I went to the bank last week and deposited like almost $500. I didn't bring the slip. Almost $500 into our LA2M account. So that's good news. LA2M has an account at Bank of Arbor. The money's in there, and that's a good thing. And if you wonder where that money comes from, we really don't have dues or fees. We pass the hat here. This is very grassroots, because Ann Arbor's kind of a grassroots kind of town. So we pass the hat, and besides that, you can buy lunch here. You know that there's a $10 lunch special. We will have a new lunch special coming for fall as far as lunch menu. So if you have anything that really is a must-have, I know the Irish box tea, people want that back on the menu. Shepherd's pie we want? Okay, we want shepherd's pie back on the menu. Okay, so we're going to kick up some more of the Irish fare. But if you have any total devoted thing you need on there, let me know for the lunch special. Okay. So is there anyone who's here for their very first time? Okay, wonderful. That's a lot of people. Welcome. Welcome. And we have a good speaker today. Great speaker. So I can see why you came out. Amy Sell brought a big crowd, and we didn't even promote this really on Facebook this week, which you could say is part of our promotion experiment, but it's not. I just didn't send the invite. So the D is on it. D is on me for sending the invite, so we will do that. Here's the thing, we're going to start using the Facebook group exclusively for promoting the events, because you can't email people through the page. We tried to make that complete switch, but it's difficult. And then I'm basically inviting my personal friend list. So Dee is going to continue to send the invites. It will be sent through the group, just so you know. So I encourage you to be a member of both, the group and the page on Facebook. All the content is pretty much going to be posted at the page. Just the events will be run through the group, because groups allow us to email you. Okay? I mean, you only get like one, maybe two, if it's low potential attendance, emails for the events. So, what else? We have a big LinkedIn group. We're up to like almost 540 members on the LinkedIn group. So if is anybody not in the LinkedIn group yet? Okay, if you could please step outside. We're gonna talk to you out there. No, just joking. No, but you can join the LinkedIn group. Just search LA2M, okay? And just for the format, anyone who's new, speaker talks for about 30 minutes. We do Q&A, and then we do introductions. And one of the members recently suggested that everyone introduce themselves, because this is a really good opportunity for everyone to just get a word in. Now, that's a great theory with 50 people. We'll see if it works today. So we're going to try and stop at 12:40, and then we'll have 20 minutes for everyone to introduce themselves. So if you have to bail, I understand you can bail. Make sure to pay your servers before you do leave. But ideally, everyone stays, and we do finish at 1, just for your timing. And we're big on respecting people's time, because I know you're all busy professionals. And if you have any announcements to make, you can make them at that time, brief announcements when you get the mic. Okay? So, without further ado, we have someone. Oh, Roger Rail wants me to point out that people need to sign up.
Well, right? The video.
Okay, we are video recording this. Okay, Roger Rail is video recording this.
So don't say anything embarrassing.
Yeah, so don't say anything embarrassing. The video. So ideally, we're going to be posting these all in one place. We are building a website. Where's Wayne? Is Wayne in here? Okay. Wayne is doing the Drupal build out for that. Is Ross here? Ross? Okay, Ross, no. Okay, Ross did the front end design, and Vince is doing podcast recording back there. Vince from VC Web Design. So these are some people that are helping. The website is going to launch September 2nd, which is going to be very, very exciting. So, enough about that. Also, thanks to Dollar Bill Copying for the name tags, and for Stacy for working the door. And thanks to Mike Nadeau and Affordable Computers, who give us a laptop to use, which is really nice. And they're really good people over there, so if you do need any computer rentals. Okay. But back to Amy Sell, because it's all about Amy Sell today. She's going to talk on some topic that is very interesting, and we love her, and she's from Spark. And please give her a big round of applause.
thank you for coming. This is really just thrilling to be here. Thanks to Derek and Dee for asking me to speak. I asked them what to talk about, and they kind of mentioned, well, how to starting businesses or business launch. I know that there's a very diverse group here of a lot of big companies, small companies, a lot of people that are doing contracting for themselves. So I wanted to make it a little more tailored to where it's something everyone can get out of. And it's also kind of such a neat to be here because of the community spirit that Ann Arbor has and the way that communities come together. And you never know who you're going to find or run into when you're here. And I'm born and raised in Ann Arbor, so every once in a while I run into family members. So, hi, Dad. So I wanted to... So what I wanted to do is focus on talk about two main things. One is going to be kind of a high-level look at how Spark is approaching enhancing the entrepreneurial community. And the second thing is to really focus on how you all can use Spark better for whatever business items you need help with. And so I put together a little bit of more tactical ways to use Spark right now. So my first slide, this is for Roger, who warned me. So this is my attempt at humor for PowerPoint humor. This is not a real slide. So I know you can't actually read that. But this is actually a survey that Mike Finney, who is my boss, before he came to Spark, he launched an economic development organization in upstate Rochester. It was an 8-county region versus the 1-county region that Spark focuses on. But they did a white paper and did a study of all the factors that really influence a community to make it as robust and as supportive for entrepreneurs. And it's really timely, so we kind of looked at that, and this is what Spark kind of looks at longer term when we're doing our goal setting for the year and planning on our resources, is how do we really create that entrepreneurial community in the Ann Arbor region. So here are kind of the buzzwords that people in the back can hopefully see. So the first thing is vision, and this refers to having all the economic development players in a region agreeing on what that common vision should be. Sometimes in Washtenaw County we're very lucky because we really have one major economic development organization. There was the Washtenaw Development Council, a group that was here for about 30 years, and Ann Arbor Spark, which was created out of the Tech Transfer Office about 4.5 years ago. One was going to focus more on technology-based startups, and one was focused more on existing businesses and attracting new businesses to the region. But it was great because the two boards decided to combine the groups into one organization to really give us a pretty common vision. The second thing is goals. And obviously you're not going to really achieve much if you don't have goals for what you want to do and how you measure yourselves by. The third thing is the government. The government really plays a key role in this. Obviously there's tax incentives, there's building code issues and discussions that are constantly going on, and the community and the governments that represent those communities really play a huge role in defining what they want the growth to be and enacting laws and creating policies and creating procedures and processes for zoning ordinances that really enhance business and the entrepreneur community. So they're key. The fourth thing is communication. And once you have this vision about what you want your community to be, you really need to communicate it and market it and create a campaign and a brand awareness around what you want your community to be and what the assets of that community are. The fourth thing is corporations. And when you have small companies starting up and entrepreneurs that are growing, they really need to be connected to the large corporations in the area. These corporations can be potential customers, they can be potential mentors, they can really help get small entrepreneurs connected. One example in our community where we're doing this is the Michigan Life Science Innovation Center, which is in Plymouth, a business incubator that is anchored by Roger Newton, who is a very well-respected, experienced life science leader. What we're doing in the incubator is surrounding him with startups that might have a lot of questions, so just being able to bump into Roger at the water cooler and being able to ask him questions or tap into his Rolodex as needed is one way where we're trying to implement that idea of getting larger companies and transferring that knowledge to the benefit of the entrepreneurs. The next thing is the universities. Specifically, creating a process where the intellectual properties that are developed out of the university that have commercializable potential can get transferred and into the hands of entrepreneurs who can take that, create a business out of that technology. Next is focus. And what's been shown to be successful are creating clusters or groups of companies that are all in the same industry. They can share and learn from each other. And oftentimes, as Jerry Roston knows, from looking at attracting talent, if you have a group of companies that are all in the same area and you're trying to recruit an expert from outside the area to come into Ann Arbor, that person is going to be much more likely to come in if they know, well, if this company doesn't work out or they go public or get acquired and my position's eliminated, there's 10 other companies I can go work for. So having these clusters and kind of growing from your strengths, building from that base, is something that's been shown to be very positive. And so we spend a lot of time at Spark identifying what are the clusters that are starting to naturally occur and how do we enhance those. And obviously the hottest one right now is battery technology, and just the momentum in that area is really kind of exciting. So another one is celebrating, and that's really celebrating success. When an entrepreneur is successful, you want other people to know about it. You want other people to be inspired by that success, and this really impacts the culture of risk-taking. If people are much more likely to take a risk if they see somebody who has taken a risk and been successful. Because being an entrepreneur is very risky, and a lot of times it doesn't work out the first time, but if people keep going back at it, it does eventually pay off. And being able to celebrate those successes is very important. Second to last thing is mentors. Talked about this earlier about having big companies mentor the smaller companies, but having entrepreneurs who have been there and done that to be able to help all of the many entrepreneurs that are going into business launch for the first time right now. We're seeing an unprecedented level of entrepreneurship right now because of the, quite frankly, in reaction to the economy and people trying to, take their future into their own hands. We have a lot of companies that are being launched, but these are people that have sometimes never been in a small company, much less are launching a small company. So to be able to provide them with mentors and resources is critical for them to be successful as quickly as possible. And last is capital. Good ideas take investment, take money, take marketing. As you all know in marketing, it's not cheap or free, and to really create a product that reflects your customers' needs, to be able to find those customers, to be able to connect to those customers, takes a lot of funding as well as for the development of the people and resources and team that you need to bring to really launch a successful company. So I just want to give you a little bit of a flavor for some of the things that Spark is thinking about as a roadmap to help the community be even more entrepreneurial. And we do little things, to impact these where we can. So the next I wanted to kind of come up with something that's more tangible and tactical. And so I put together not a top 10 list, but top 20 list, trying to be a little creative, about different ways that Spark can hopefully help you. And not all of these are going to be applicable to everyone, but hopefully there's something here for every business person that can be useful to them. And there's a ton of information on our website, and you're welcome to follow with me directly if you have any questions about any of these, and see how they could be applicable to your business or situation. So the first thing is site searches. So we will constantly get requests from site selectors or other people that are interested in space in the area that's available. And Donna Sharella, if anyone knows her in our office, she was with the Washington Development Council prior to Ann Arbor Spark being formed, about 10 years in the area, and I think she knows every single piece of real estate and office space here. And so, people even ask me about little spaces and their requirements, and in 5 minutes she'll give me a list of like 4 people to contact. We generally work very closely with the broker community as well, but we can be a resource for some specific things, or if you have questions about square footage, averages, or anything like that. We definitely have a good handle on the real estate market in the area. The biggest thing we do, and we spend a lot of resources on this, is our business incentives and tax credits. And this is for any size company that is looking to expand in the area and grow. If you're looking to hire people fairly quickly, or if you're looking to buy a building or put investment into an existing building, there's a lot of incentives out there at the state level as well as the local level. And we are kind of experts in that and can work with you to shepherd you through that process so that you can get the most advantage for those things that are out there and, create it for companies that want to expand. Another thing is data. We don't have every piece of data, but we actually have a lot of things that might be a little hard to find. Again, we have a lot of workforce data. If you have information about the SIC codes or labor codes that you need for things, if you're interested in business costs, some of the things I've talked about. We actually have some pretty good resources on data. We got a lot of labor, a lot of our labor workforce or business cost related. But feel free to try us. And again, if we don't know, we'll be able to tell you that quickly. But you might be surprised at how much information we do have. Another thing that's kind of not overly well known is training funding. There's a ton of federal funding available for training. For instance, if you're hiring somebody and their skill set isn't exactly what, they've changed jobs a little bit or they need to learn new skills, there's actually on-the-job training that's available through Workforce Investment Act funds that kind of flow through to Washoe County, where you can get somebody's wages subsidized up to 50% of their wages for the first 6 months if you hire somebody that has different skills. And this is just to say, hey, we know that there's job shadowing you, they're not as productive, we're going to give you money for taking a chance on somebody and training them. So it's not like you have to write a check for them to go to a course and get reimbursed for it. This is actually money that comes to you, in appreciation for you to help train somebody on a job. And there's also incumbent worker training, where if you're bringing in somebody to train your existing workforce on a new technology or a new program or even software skills, anything, it's pretty easy to get training funds up to $10,000 a year to reimburse for costs about bringing somebody in to increase the capabilities of your workforce. And again, we can help get you connected to those people. And the processes are actually fairly simple. That's an area that I spend a lot of time on. Let's see, so ready for the next slide. I'm keeping an eye on time so I don't go over. The next group of things we can do are kind of directed towards earlier stage entrepreneurs and innovation-based entrepreneurs, but any kind of entrepreneur could take advantage of these. We do a lot of educational programs. We have one program, it's a one-day program called Starting Your Own Business. So if you're thinking about launching a business or you're even starting it, this is actually a pretty good program. We even have U of M MBA students who are in the business plan competitions will take advantage of it because it's very tactical. And it covers things like you even do the personality trait for launching a business as well as tactical panels on what's the legal structure you should set up, what are some of the accounting issues you should think about. We do almost a mini marketing MBA in an hour, as well as you get individual coaching from some of our SBTC coaches and counselors and other groups that generally do business coaching, talk about financing and funding and franchises as well. So it's geared for anybody from somebody who wants to launch a business and hire people, a lot of people, versus somebody who just wants to go independently and consult or do active advisor work. We have a lot of people that want to do like medical writing, and there were some good programs there. So based on the topic of this conversation, entrepreneur resources, again, this would be a great course to have. And then for later stage entrepreneurs that are generally innovation-based, we have a very intensive 2-day boot camp where we really help companies refine their business model. They're matched up with 3 very high-level senior mentors in that same industry that are picked based on the needs of the entrepreneur. It's a very intensive program where people get a lot of critical feedback about how to enhance their business model and accelerate how they go through the business planning process. We do intellectual property validation work as well through our Business Accelerator. We also offer business plan reviews and assistance and marketing study and research as well, all available through our Business Accelerator. We have a Michigan Pre-Seed Capital Fund, and we're launching a few microloan programs as well. Again, really trying to address that key need of capital in the marketplace. We also have a regional incubator network. We have 3 incubators. I mentioned the Michigan Life Science Innovation Center. We also have Spark Central, which is downtown on Liberty, a couple blocks away. And we just opened in February Spark East, which is in downtown Ypsilanti on Michigan Avenue. It's a beautiful space also if you haven't been out that way. And these are really for early stage entrepreneurs that want to be around entrepreneurs and want to take advantage of some of the resources and experts that we have kind of lined up to help them out. My next group is for everyone. So you don't need, not technology-based entrepreneurs or anything, but these are a few things that I wanted people to be aware of. One are just business critical introductions. If you need a lawyer or an accountant, or think that you could be, you want to get in touch with somebody who could be a supplier to you. We definitely are working with businesses all the time and service providers all the time, and we can definitely, if you have a question about somebody, a resource that you might need, let us know and we'll see if we can put you in touch with that organization. On our website, we also have a kind of service provider directory of people that specialize in helping early stage businesses. So if you are a consultant or have a company, like Rebecca's web design company, and you focus on helping small companies, and you want to be able to reach out to them, we have a resource on our website which we'd love to add you to. And because companies will often, ask us, I need this or that, and we often direct them to this resource on our website because it's efficient for them, and as well as it's a nice equitable way to give businesses a look across the region. We also can promote success. So if your company has recently expanded, or you got a new customer, or you created something new, whatever you're excited about, we'd like to help you tell that story. Because, as I mentioned earlier, communications and marketing the Ann Arbor message is important to us. We're constantly dealing with the media. In fact, we have a marketing department, but even I got a call yesterday from a woman who's a stringer for Fortune and Money magazine, and I've helped her out on stories before, and she put in a request to me. So we are constantly, people are always looking for good news stories about Michigan and about Ann Arbor, and it's very easy for us to, share your story and put you in touch with media that's really looking for that. So if you have, something you want to celebrate, just let us know, and we want to promote that. We also, again, access to business and educational and community resources. We work very closely with the universities as well. The new business engagement at the University of Michigan, the Business Engagement Center at the University of Michigan is a great front door, but we work with them. We also work with the career centers in different areas within the university, especially entrepreneur areas, and we can help you get connected to those resources as well if you want a specific introduction. And then there's ecosystem support, which I would almost, so being able to, if you are involved with a group, we love promoting things such as Lunch Ann Arbor Marketing, for instance. We help and this is if anybody out there has an idea about a specific area that they want to kind of launch, we actually like being involved in, I would say, sparking those types of activities. For instance, very dynamic woman came to us in the life science area and said, I want to create a life science networking group. They had one in San Francisco. It was great. I want to see something like that. And so we kind of helped facilitate launching a group called Arbor. And getting other people involved, and it was really their vision. We did a few things, but it was really driven by a member of the community coming and saying, we want to do this. The Marketing Roundtable is another, great, actually it's kind of like business programs as well. There's a lot of organizations out there that we would love to help support. So if you have ideas like alternative energy, there's a lot of things that are not, there might be an interest, and we'd love to help you think through about how to do that and promote the organizations and the space and usage that can be used as well. So we do have a lot of resources to help other people kind of focus on their passion in the business community. We have a cultural ambassador program, actually, which is where we have a number of different country representatives who we get together on occasion because we feel for a number of reasons, that it's important for the Ann Arbor region to be very attractive to foreign national talent to come in here and feel welcome. And ideally, bring their businesses here, and lots of good things can come out of that. So if any of you all want to get connected to, you might not have any contacts in the Arab world, for instance, or in India or China or Korea, wherever, if you have a specific business need with an international player, we do have some very strong relationships with those folks, with some people, representatives from those communities that are very focused on the business aspect of making connections and getting more involved. So you definitely take advantage of that if there's a specific need. And then just business programs as well. In addition to having a lot of programs really geared towards entrepreneurs, we also love to support business programs for ongoing businesses. And the Marketing Roundtable, a program that was pre-existed Spark, but which we love, still being involved with and supporting, is another organization, another group and forum to really get some good business information on kind of key topics of the moment. And lastly, I wanted to put, this is a little bit more talent focused, which is my area, so I like to close with it. But I think everybody needs help. And at Spark, we can get you connected to all different types of resources. So, if you're with a larger company and you're looking at employees, there's a lot of things that we can do to get you connected to executive talent or managerial talent or technical talent. We have job postings, we have career events, we have other ways to really get you connected. But also for startups, it's amazing if even if you're launching a company like, well, I need help, but I'm not making any money, I can't pay anybody. And it's actually amazing how many people want to get connected to early stage startups and are willing to be consultants, be advisors, be equity employees, be active angels, actually invest money in the company and help it grow. So making those kind of non-traditional talent connections as well is something that we do. Mingle and Match is our event where we try to make those connections is our primary vehicle. But we also on our website do that. So again, and we have an area for contracting and consulting opportunities on our website. So for anybody out there that either needs, has a short-term need, or is looking for work and wants to be considered for those things, please keep an eye on our website where we have a consulting and contracting category specifically for short-term needs. Okay, so I think that's it. So if you have any questions, just shoot me an email. Email's good. If you have email, you can be on it 24/7. So I'd be happy to answer any specific questions at any time. But now I think I did leave myself a few minutes for questions right now. Yes, Bob.
Yeah, Amy, how do I get on your list in state provider?
Okay, if you go, send me an email. That I could give you it's a little bit of a complicated way to get through it for our startup resources section, but just send me an email, and we have a little bit of a process to ask for a reference, and we do it periodically. Eventually, we might have an online form that's really slick, but right now we just kind of update a PDF every couple months. So send me an email, and we'll get you in that process next time we update. Any other questions? Yes.
Yeah, Derek Darabont here. I'm curious about the training. I know you talked about it, and it was mentioned to you before, because the Spark is something up. Spark has been great. I've been a startup. Yeah, well, Spark has been great because there's a couple of startups that I've worked on, and they've helped. It's incredible. They dedicate talent to you, and they give you these really smart people to do work for you. And I imagine it's funded from somewhere. So it's like this miracle thing where all of a sudden smart people work for you for free. And it was mentioned the training, and even it was mentioned potentially of sales training for your organization. Is that a possibility? That sounds really exciting, right?
Yes. Yeah, pretty much any type of training that you might need can be considered for the funding. Even like the softer skills types of training, teamwork, management skills, communication skills, sales training, definitely. With the federal stimulus funding, a lot of money is coming our way for training, which is nice, which is really nice. And we're even we're applying for some national emergency grants to get additional training because of kind of the severe workforce that the region in particular is going through as we transition.
So just so you know, LA2M is applying for nonprofit status, okay, which is a good thing. And we look at, what we do here is helping the community, I believe, right? Because I think a lot of people are making connections in here. There's a lot of either potentially talent who's on the market here or talent, that are going out and helping startups. So we want to say we do a little bit of economic development too. Is there any advice you could give us on how this group, which obviously collaborates with Spark, and you help us greatly, because a lot of people say that they hear about this from Spark, but can you give us any advice on how this group can maybe help you achieve your goals, or even just do our own bit in economic development from your experience?
Well, I think you guys definitely are doing it. When you look at the culture and creating those connections and doing that mentoring, I'm sure a lot of you are all finding experts here. You're definitely fitting right into a lot of the goals that we have for the community. And so, yay. Yeah, so, and more specifically, I'd be happy to, chat if you have other ideas or things that you need. Because a lot of the times, when I'm talking with people about a business thing, it's better to know what do you need? Like, what are the things that are keeping you up at night? Is it space? Well, you've got a great space right here. Is it promotion? You're doing a great job there. So when people come to Spark, it's really great to identify what is the specific thing you need, and then we can see how, because we do have just a huge menu of services that we can provide. So just tell us what you need, and we'll try to make it work.
Anybody else have a good question for Amy? Here we go.
Will you consider training requests on multiple companies, or you come with an umbrella group like Spark? People with the same industry need the same training for it?
Well, usually, I mean, there could be multiple organizations pulling together for one training program.
Yes.
I would think that would be fine. And it'd be very efficient. And some of the, there's another kind of training bucket where they do kind of look at being able to provide a training for multiple programs. Usually when we collaborate with Washington Community College, a lot of the programs that they develop that can benefit multiple organizations, then they get preference and things like that. Yes.
How would one of my clients apply for assistance for training, or how do companies apply for assistance with training?
Yeah, for the training, again, this would be my area, so just an email to me, and then I work very closely with the Michigan Works or the Washtenaw County Employment Training Community Services Organization, and they actually take the lead on working with the clients to set up the training plans for the on-the-job training, and they approve at the Workforce Development Board the training requests for the incumbent worker training. And there's a lot of big words and processes, and I've been doing this for 3 years, and it's still, so I don't expect anybody else to really figure it out. Just let me know, and then I'll get you in touch with the right people. We do promote, usually the incumbent worker training goes out on kind of they have an annual schedule and budget. And so we do make announcements around it. If you want to get on I have an employer distribution list, and I send out a talent update every month to employers that might be recruiting people or have training needs. If any of you are in that position, want to get added to the list, again, just send me an email and get you added, and then you'll get reminders about the on-the-job training and incumbent worker training and any other training or hiring-related issue. It'll get pushed to you. So then that can, be a trigger, and you'll get additional information that way.
Can you tell us about this speed dating? Do you do any of those? Or what is Mingle and Match? Can you tell us?
Oh, sure. It's one thing we don't do is speed dating, but, the Mingle and Match event is great. So then we have 2 main talent events. One is Hot Shots. It's more like a job search for traditional employers that people have heard of. But Mingle and Match is kind of neat because we're working with very early stage entrepreneurs. In fact, we tell people, you can sit there and come up with an idea during the other presentations and then come up. I mean, it's kind of like open mic night for entrepreneurs. And because of that, you want the entrepreneur to be able to have a chance to tell their story. So the event runs from 5 until 7, and pretty much promptly at 5:15, we bring up each entrepreneur, and we tell them a minute. I actually give them more like 2 minutes, but they don't really know it. So then they get 1 minute to really just talk about their business concept and the talent that they're looking for. And then you can so that way people in the audience know, okay, this sounds like an interesting topic, and hey, they're looking for a marketing person, or not. And so so after the presentations go around, which takes about a half hour, then it's just an hour and a half of networking. So we kind of station the presenters around the room so you can find them. We give you a handout with their summary descriptions, and then there's just interaction. So people can go up to these entrepreneurs, make a quick introduction, exchange business cards, drop off resumes, with the idea that there'll be a follow-up, meeting at Sweetwater's later to see if there's a really good fit. And I know there's a few minglers and matchers in the crowd today. But it's a really good way to just make some key connections. And I know like White Pine Systems, which just did very well with an angel round. The 2 key people in that actually met at a Mingle and Match event. They had known each other before, but one of the gentlemen was getting back into kind of the entrepreneur game, looking around, came to the event, saw somebody you met, you had worked with years ago, and they kind of came together, and that company's really doing well. So it's just, you never know what's actually going to happen with those groups. But just getting people together, like this group here, just great connections can be made. Okay.
All right, let's give Amy a big round of applause. Thank you, Amy. Now we're gonna pass the hat. It looks like this. It's wicker. Pass the wicker hat. If you want to throw in a couple bucks, $5, whatever you want, it's cool. You don't have to throw in anything if you don't want to. Now it's introduction time. So we're going to start over here. You can just tell us who you are, what your company does, and how we can help you reasonably quickly. So here we go. Tamara's first.
Hi, my name is Tamara Nielsen, and I'm a freelance writer and a business development consultant, fancy way of saying a marketing consultant. I specialize in writing websites, blogs, press releases, articles, and economic development pieces of writing.
Good afternoon. My name is Jeff Skogan, and I'm a sales and marketing professional, or maybe for this group, marketing sales professional. Currently in a job transition. I spent 26 years with Ford and then Ford Credit. So as Derek mentioned earlier, I am talent.
I'm Larry Bacon. I expect we hear talent and market a lot today. Like Jeff, I'm a sales professional, 30 years business to business. Recently moved back to Michigan. I'm hoping to get on Grand Old website as the only person to move back to Michigan this year. I'll take your votes anytime I want to throw those in there. I'm committed to networking, so if I can help anybody, I've done sales and marketing for a long time along with general management, and I'd be glad to help any way I can.
My name is Janet Hoff. I'm the coordinator for the Center of Integrated Genomics at the University of Michigan. And we do phenotyping on mice, so we have instruments that measure their blood pressure, EKG, balance coordination, things like that. And part of what I do is not only oversee those instruments, but advertise, try to market. And I've also had a small invention that I've been able to go through tech transfer to help get on the market.
Hi, I'm Stacey Collick with Dollarville Printing. I've been there for 21 years. We're a local digital print company, and I'm an expert at helping you put together your presentations and documents in an economical, ecological way.
Hi, everybody. My name is Amanda Schott, and I also just moved back to Michigan this year, so we've had some competition. I am a landscape architect and urban planner, and we'll do number 3 for talent and market.
Hi, I'm Tom Crawford, and I help teach business people how to communicate better using the visual arts.
Hello, Lauren Bensley with Serco Canton and Serco Western County, your 24-hour fire and water mitigation specialist. We make your loss like it never even happened.
Hello, my name is Tiffany Allen, and I work for Judge Technical Staffing, we're a staffing company in Bloomfield Hills, Michigan. And so if anybody here is looking for a job, come and see me and send me a resume. And if anybody here is looking for people, come and see me. My ultimate goal is I have a few clients in Ann Arbor, and I'm trying to get more so I can make a business case for us to open an office here. So that's my goal.
Hi, my name is Rachel Kelly. I work for Timberland Partners, which is a couple of apartment communities in the Ann Arbor area. And I also just moved back to Michigan. And my specific focus there is to develop sustainable housing practices and community building. So if you have a business you'd like to promote to our residents or any interest in sustainable Ann Arbor housing, let me know. And also I love to work, so I am looking for freelance marketing opportunities, anything to keep me up all night. I'm getting way too much sleep. It's extremely stressful.
Good afternoon, I'm J.T. Peterson. I'm a technology leader focused in the IT software as a service arena. Like many, I'm in transition and looking for an opportunity myself.
Good afternoon, my name is Mark Sockness. This is a great group. I've met a lot of nice contacts. I'm a financial leader. I've worked from very small companies, like startups, starting up businesses in Brazil, Mexico, Slovakia, China, and work for very large companies. I'm a finance and accounting professional looking for new opportunities.
Hi, I'm Jeff Herron. I'm an attorney, and I'm also a publisher. I own Campobello Media, and we publish Outdoor Athlete magazine.
Hi, I'm Paula Kaufman, owner of Drizzle Gourmet Popcorn. I don't know if any of you have tried it. Sells at Pillars and Bushes. We have a beautiful website that Derek designed, and I'm here today to talk to you about some social media and moving the company into new directions. Hello, I'm Rebecca Bach. I am a professional in transition. I am also looking at an offer for purchasing a business, so I'm trying to find out whether it's something I want to pursue. So I'm looking for the resources.
Hi, I'm Wayne Aker. I'm a freelance programmer, mainly focusing on websites and Drupal, but not completely exposed.
Hi, my name is Joel Bergen. I'm launching a startup here in Ann Arbor called PeerReview.org, which is going to help out businesses, not-for-profit organizations, and consumers by collecting reviews of businesses that will help consumers do business with companies they feel comfortable with, and at the same time raise money for charity. We're actually looking for team members and folks who might be interested in working that in any of those spaces in business, economic development, or community development, and non-profits. Thanks.
Hi, I'm Dave Hurst, and I do market research. So if you're looking for specific data or creating a marketing plan or that kind of thing, that's what I do.
Excuse me. My name is Nick Rivard. I'm here representing the Great Lakes Entrepreneurship Quest, GLA2, if you've heard of it. We have our business plan competition coming up, which hooks up entrepreneurs with mentors and coaches and kind of guides them through starting your business plan. And then finally, you'll be judged by venture capitalists, people you normally wouldn't be talking to at that stage of your business. And we give out over $100,000 in prizes, so it's a good thing to be involved with.
Hello, my name is Stephanie Schneiderman. I'm a business startup. I've had a business for about 3 years now. TS Stephanie Tours. I offer coastal journeys to Mexico. I'm currently looking for specific needs in newsletter management as well as database management. Thank you.
Hey everyone, my name is Jerry Roston. I'm the one person in the audience that Amy picked on today. But I'm not going to tell you about myself. What I'm going to do is take 15 seconds to make a plea. I am the chair of the planning committee for an event we hold every year in town called the Annual Collaboration for Entrepreneurship. 3 years ago, we had 300 people. Last year, we had 550 people attend. This year, we're thinking it's going to be about 750 people. One of the reasons that we've been successful, we've had a real powerhouse person helping us with our marketing communications, but he's had some life issues come up, and he had to step aside. So I'm looking for somebody who could volunteer some time to work with us. It's a great event. Our showcase presenter this year is the fellow who founded Neogen, which is a Lansing-based company, one of the first in the state to ever get angel money, now traded on NASDAQ and profitable for 14 consecutive years, including last year, with growing revenues. So anyway, I'd love to talk to you. Our website is www.ace-events.org, and really looking for somebody to join our team and help us with our continued success. And I'll hang out for a few minutes if anyone's interested to talk.
When and where?
January 21st at Skyline High School. We outgrew Washington Community College, so we're moving to Skyline High School, which has a really neat building. It's LEED certified. Their auditorium seats 800. We're looking to fill it.
Hi, my name is Dan Ryan. I'm a local sales rep with Staldley Corporation. We do quick connects for pneumatics, for electrical, for gases. And I am here today because I'd like to meet some people who might be in the biomed area, because we do a lot of business with labs.
Hello, my name is Jerry Willis. I'm an entrepreneur. I created My Self-Worth, which links college students to business professionals in the field that they are wishing to attain a degree in. Thank you.
My name is Mike Brace. I'm the Vice President of Sales and Marketing for BA Mays, durable medical equipment supplier and manufacturer here out of Ann Arbor. Looking for opportunities to work with organizations also in the durable medical equipment field that would like to further their relationships.
Hi, I'm Vince with BC Web Design, and I just wanted to mention Spark East. I have space over there, and Amy has been incredibly helpful, and the rest of the staff as well. Great resource. I highly recommend you check it out. And if you want to go over to Spark East, I'd be happy to give you a tour.
Hi, I'm Andy Ross, and I specialize in the Adobe Flash platform for presenting multimedia content, and I work with marketing people to develop presentations and online training schemes, and also, of course, websites. So if you need any help with Adobe Flash, call Andy Ross.
Hi, I'm Hank Zampart, ex-engineer from Ford Motor Company, so I can relate to you. And currently affiliated with an organization that's National International N21 Corp. And what they do is they help people establish themselves as brokers in the e-commerce field between manufacturers and suppliers and consumers. And they're in expansion mode, so anybody's interested in that field, talk to me.
I'm Darlene Morin. I have an organizational and assistance business. And Leda from Affordable Computers. We provide sales, services, and leasing of refurbished computers.
Hi, Mike Nato, also Affordable Computers. We are in town, but we're in South Industrial. And backing on to Amy's presentation, one of the things we do is help startups that have some issues getting credit elsewhere. We do lease finance for startup companies.
Hello, my name is Hugh Atkins. I am a mechanical engineer by training. By practice, I've been in electrical component and also electrical assembly sales. And I'm currently on a job search, and I'm looking around to find out what's close in Ann Arbor that I can get into and use the talents that I've been working on.
Marty Hall. I'm new to Ann Arbor, but not new to Michigan. I'm an experienced brand builder who's in transition looking for opportunities in the Ann Arbor area to build some brands down in this direction. My personal passions are green marketing themes, green marketing, and using social media to drive events.
I'm Cliff Sheldon. I'm with the Ann Arbor State Bank, and very proud to have known our speaker pretty much her entire life.
I'm John Eaton. This is the second time I've been here, and I'm impressed by the energy and enthusiasm of everyone in the room, and maybe that was a terrific presentation. I'm a transitioning market research and innovation leader, and looking for opportunities in the area, which seems to be a good place to do that kind of thing.
Hi, my name is Teresa, and I work down over at the 4 Point Sheraton. We can offer affordable guest rooms if you have clients coming in from out of town and you want to come up in a nice place. And we also have a lot of meeting space, large and small.
I'm Angie Wagner. I'm with R.J. Conlon. We're a marketing and design firm here in Ann Arbor. This is my first time here, so heard a lot about it, and thought I better check it out. We specialize in creating competitive advantage for our clients, and I look forward to coming to a lot more of these. Thanks.
Hi, I'm Megan Crosby with the Ann Arbor Chamber of Commerce. We help businesses to network, to gain exposure, to save money, and to grow their businesses. Howdy, I'm Jan Nichols. Do I have salad in my teeth?
No.
I have an ask, which is, has anyone here worked with the social networking software engine called KickApps, K-I-C-K-A-P-P-S? If you have, I'd love to talk to you. They don't want to tell you what it costs. Also, has anyone worked in creating avatars using prepackaged software? It's for a new venture. I'm here for a while afterwards. Thanks.
Hi, I'm Jim Campbell. I'm with Exciting Productions. We produce movies for businesses and organizations. And currently, I have a question with mobile meeting. And if anybody has experience with that, I'd like to talk to them after the meeting. Thanks.
Hi, I'm Mary Walker. I wear two hats actually. I work for Metal Art Builders in town. They do retrofits, renovations, and now they're breaking into energy efficiency retrofits. And I'm an energy engineer, so I'm there with them. I'm also starting my own company. I'm not really good at the elevator speech for that, so I won't give it right now.
Hi, my name is Aaron James. I'm also a student at the University of Michigan. I just graduated. I'm still a student. I'm in the Urban Institute for Global Sustainable Enterprise, so I'm studying business and environmental science. In the summer, I'm also working with Mary and Scott at Meadowlark.
Thanks. My name is Scott Phelps. Good afternoon. I've been to several of these events. They're always very helpful. And I've also been networking with Amy and Spark for a couple months. A classic example, I was 25 years in big companies, Whirlpool and Fortune brands, and I've never had so much fun in the last 3 months just networking with all the entrepreneurs in Ann Arbor. So working with Meadowlark, they're busy, and we're getting an energy efficiency retrofit business. A lot of requests from consumers, and it's been a lot of fun working with the U of M students. The young man that left here with my son, he's at Michigan State. I think he feared for his life. But, we confirm that Spartans and Wolverines can get together over summer internships.
Hello, my name is Ellie Ganellan. I just moved to the area from Maryland. I'm transitioning to a career in graphic design, and I play with Flea.
Hello, I'm Robert Shannon. I have my own CPA, financial and tax planning boutique. I specialize in helping startups, high-tech companies, and I'm very definitely looking for clients I can help with your business plans, general ledger, taxes, everything.
Hi, I'm Rebecca Sweden with Out of Sight Designs. I'm a freelance web and graphic designer.
Hi, I'm Dee Davey, Creative Ideas Marketing. I'm an independent marketing contractor. I specialize in business services marketing, and I'm looking for clients who might have an idea for a new service but lack the time or resource to actually get it off the ground.
All right, yeah, I guess I should introduce myself. So I'm Derek Maribon, and I have a company called Ingenix Digital Marketing, and we build all types of websites. We do a lot of search engine optimization. We do social media. We actually have a product called Social Harbor where we build profiles for people on multiple social networks. So you get one optimized profile, build it across multiple networks. If you need help with that, check out socialharbor.com. Thank you.
And next week's speaker, we're taking a rather traditional bent next week and looking at trade show marketing, which is often a really useful addition in your marketing mix and sometimes overlooked. So we have Anita Mitchell from Color Graphic Exhibits talking about trade show marketing. See you next week.
And the thing I wanted to announce at the end real quick is the tweet up. August 27th, which is a Thursday night. It's going to be at Weber's from 5 to 8. So they're putting together some really good drink specials and happy hour food specials, and they have a really nice outdoor patio. So it's August 27th, Thursday night, 5 to 8. See you there.